sir. Oh, he's the guy. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. As always, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our show. You're going to have a lot more fun on 3, 2, 1. Thank you for joining in. And thank you for being here, of course. Got a couple of people, very interesting folks I would like you to meet here tonight. We got a gentleman here. He's a scientist from Leeds University. Yeah. Well, great. Very clever guy. I'll tell you what, he's just crossed a set of dentures with an escort agency and got false teeth that take themselves out at night. Now, this gentleman here, now, he's got a very, very unusual job, haven't you, sir? Yes. He hijacks chickens for Colonel Sanders. You know, folks, at the beginning of our series, the TV Times ran a competition to find a girlfriend for our little old booby prize dusty bin. Thousands of people wrote in. We've had some terrific response to it, and we're down to the final 8. I'd like you to come along and have a look at these right now. Look at that. They're absolutely splendid. Believe me, they really were some terrific entries we had. The final 8 are here from Belfast, Southampton, Carlisle, Merseyside, Cornwall, North Hants, West Midlands and Scotland. And, of course, the answer and the winner, in fact, will be in the TV Times next week. Thanks for taking the trouble. Now come along and meet the little character who this competition was all in aid of. To find him a girlfriend, our resident booby prize, Dusty Bin. Here he is. Look at that. Of course, as you can see, he's wired for sound very well there. He's got his own stereo there, because the theme of this week's show happens to be music, music, music. So let's come along, as always, and meet the most important people on our programme. They have to face the music. That's our contestants. Here they are.
Roger and Colleen Hudson from Shoreham by Sea. Phil and Lynn Corbett from Plimpton. Richard and Jane Wilson from Leicester.
Right, as always, we start with the quiz. Remember, 2 rounds of questioning. At the end of the quiz, the couple with the lowest amount of money will leave us at that point, leaving the remaining 2 couples to play right through part 2. And our first couple tonight are Jane and Richard Wilson, who come from Leicester. Right. Is that Leicester itself? Yes, Leicester?
Well, just outside Kidworth.
Kidworth,
Yeah.
I see. Now, Rich, what do you do for a living? What's your occupation?
Well, on the sales side of large trailers.
You sell trailers?
Yeah.
I used to do that. It's all behind me now. How about you? What do you do for occupation then, Jane?
Well, I work as a showroom manageress at the moment, you know, in a TV rental showroom.
And what about your hobbies, though? I mean, do you have anything to get away from all that?
Yes, I like cooking, actually. Mainly baking cakes, you know, gâteaux.
You don't do Black Forest gâteau, do you?
Oh, yes.
It's my favourite. I love that. Do you? Oh, I have Black Forest gâteau from all over. I even tried an Irish Black Forest gâteau.
Really?
It was full of charred wood. Anyway, let's get your questions. With your questions, we've got Karan David back with us. Karan, how are you? And you're looking well too, huh? Yeah. Because I know you've had one of those holidays. Where did you go off to?
I went off to Florida.
Yes, you and Roger Kidder. Roger Kidder, great comic she's married to. You had a good time out there?
Lovely.
Good place, isn't it? Would you like to take one of those 3 envelopes, please, Rich? Or Jane?
Thank you.
OK, thanks, Karen. OK, you know what happens here. Answer alternately. Ladies first, Jane. A couple of ways we can stop you if you make a mistake or run out of time. I have to take the first answer you give me. If you don't know an answer, say don't know and pass. Believe me, it is best to do that because you can build up your score. OK, this question for £10 for each correct answer. It's about pairs of names that are inseparable in the public mind. Some are from fact, some are from fiction. We will give you the first of the pair. We want you to give us the second. Queen Victoria was married to Prince Albert. So that's the one we'll start you with. Queen Victoria and...
Prince Albert.
Hansel and...
Gretel.
Mork and...
Mindy.
Punch and...
Judy.
Cain and...
Pass.
Venus and...
Pass.
Jack and...
Jill.
Abbott and...
Costello.
Sooty and...
Sweep.
Anthony and...
Cleopatra.
Right, Anthony and Cleopatra. Cain and... Can you think of that now? Cain and Abel, it was. And Venus and Adonis was what we wanted, but you've got 8 right, so you've got £80. A nice start for you. Good. Lovely start. Nice. Now, Roger and Colleen, I pronounced that right, Colleen, yes? Roger and Colleen Hudson, who are from a great part of the world, Shoreham-on-Sea, Sussex, yeah?
That's right.
Yeah, good. What do you do for a living, Rog?
I work in a jeweller's.
Jewellers, really? Antique jewellery?
Yes, that's right.
Really?
Jewel,
My wife likes antique jewellery. Well, I mean, that's the only kind she gets from me. I never buy her anything new. And what about you, Colleen? Has he loaded you up with jewels?
Well, I've had a few.
You've had a few, good. And I know that you're a mother and you stay at home, but what job did you used to do?
I used to be a hairdresser.
Listen, this rather looks good. You two met on a blind date, but it wasn't very successful. Why was that?
I fell asleep.
You fell asleep? Sounds like a blind drunk date, doesn't it? Really? Is that right?
Yes, I was such exciting company.
Oh, God, never. Let's have your questions. Can we have them, please, Karen? There we are. One of those two. Which one's going to have? That's the one for you. OK, Rog. Right, we had a nice start there. So for £10 for each correct answer from you, question here is about pairs of names, again, that are inseparable in the public mind. Some are from fact, some are from fiction. We will give you the first of the pair. We want you to give us the second. Now, the royal family of Russia featured in the film Nicholas and Alexandra. So that's what we'll start you with. Nicholas and...
Alexander.
Adam and...
Eve.
Tom and...
Jerry.
Tweedledum and...
Tweedledee.
Samson and...
Delilah.
Gog and...
Pass.
Bonnie and...
Clyde.
Ray Allen and...
Pass.
Peter Pan and...
Pass.
Napoleon and...
Josephine.
Indeed, Josephine. Peter Pan and Wendy. We wanted Ray Allen and Lord Charles. His drunken little character there. Gog and Magog was the other one we wanted. You've done well. You've got 7 right, £70 you have. A nice start. Lovely. Good start. That was Phil and Lynn Corbett. Phil and Lynn Corbett holding hands from Plymouth. Yes, again, Plymouth, Devon, lovely part of the world. I'm going to talk here at Christmas time. I'll see you maybe.
Right.
What's your line of business then, Phil? What do you do?
well, I work for a sausage manufacturer. I'm a production planner.
Really?
Yeah.
Never go out of business, those sausages. I'm mad about those myself. It says here that you used to ex-merchant Navy, eh? Yes?
That's right. I used to be a deck officer.
I see. And you were allowed to travel with him too?
Yes.
Really?
Which was exciting.
I bet it was. Where did you go to?
South Africa, the Middle East.
Yes.
Around South America.
South America?
Yes.
Did you enjoy that?
Oh, smashing.
Oh, no, it's a great place. I've only ever been there once, and I was in the Andes, and you know those huge vultures? Well, one of them misbehaved on me. That was one condor moment I didn't enjoy. Let's have them. Thanks, Karen. Thank you very much. Right, the last envelope is for you. Good luck. That's right. Hold hands nice and tight. And your question here, if I can get it out. There we go. It's a question about pairs of names that are inseparable in the public mind. Some are from fact, some are from fiction. We will give you the first of the pair. We want you to give us the second. Now, the Cape Crusaders from Gotham City are Batman and Robin. So they're the ones we'll start you with. Batman and...
Robin.
Romeo and...
Juliet.
Darby and...
Joan.
David and...
Goliath.
Mutt and...
Pass.
Romulus and...
Remus.
Laurel and...
Hardy.
Pinky and...
Perky.
Raffles and...
Pass.
Gert and...
Pass.
Ah, pass, yes, maybe just a little bit too old. Gert and Daisy. Fabulous pair of ladies, they really were. Raffles and Bunny, of course. Bunny was the sidekick of Raffles, the gentleman cop, you know what I mean? Who else? Mutt and Jeff. That's it. Yeah, I'm always using that. I'm a Cockney, Mutt and Jeff.
Called.
I know, really? Anyway, that's what we wanted. You've done well. 7 right gives you £70. A nice start. Lovely. So, what a good start. We do indeed. We have couples number 2 and 3. That's Colleen and Roger and Lynn and Phil, both on £70. But in the lead at the moment are couple number 1 up there. They've got £80. Lovely. Jane and Rich. Lovely. Well done. So, £80 for each correct answer this time, and with your second round questions, we're very lucky because living in this country right at this particular time, a young lady, an international flute player, she's a terrific performer. Elena Duran is with us. Elena, how are you? Good to see you. So listen, you actually are resident here now, are you? Or...
Well, people think that I come in and do the concert, you know, and then I leave again. But I'm married to an Englishman, so as long as I'm married, I'm here, and
that's right.
That's going to be forever.
It's not a bad place,
Probably
is it?
get buried here, you know.
Don't worry. We'll all do that, dear. Look forward to seeing you later on. Would you like to take one of those 3, please, Jane? Okay, Elena, thank you very much. Lovely. Okay, so you're going for £80 for each correct answer. Now, your question here is about words in standard dictionaries which begin with the letters L-O. We will give you a definition. We want you to give us the word. Words beginning with L-O. A schoolchild's private locker, a schoolchild's private cupboard is a locker. That's what we'll start you with. A schoolchild's private cupboard is a...
Locker.
Right, L-O. Space inside a roof.
Loft.
A sweet on a stick.
Pass.
A living room.
Lounge.
Device to close a door firmly.
Lock.
Soft part of the ear.
Low.
A vestibule.
Pass.
Small house at the gate.
Pass.
Small medicinal tablet.
Lozenge.
Record of a ship's voyage.
Log.
Log, right, nearly on the button there. Log indeed was right. Small house at the gate was lodge, was what we wanted. A vestibule, lobby, and a sweet on a stick. Can you think of that?
Lolly.
Lolly, yes. We've all had those from time to time, but at the end of that round, you have scored what? £560. Lovely. Well done, that's nice. 560. Okay, Elena, second round questions, please, for Roger and Colleen. £70 for each correct answer. Thank you, lovely. Okay. So good luck to you. And your question again is about words in standard dictionaries which begin with the letters M-E. We will give you a definition. We want you to give us the word. Words beginning with M-E. A sheep bred for its wool is a merino. That's what we'll start you with. A sheep bred for its wool is a...
Merino.
Right. Substance given to cure a patient.
Medicine.
Device that measures gas.
Meter.
The River of Liverpool.
Mersey.
A trader.
Pass.
Shooting star. A shooting star.
Pass.
Another name for quicksilver.
Mercury.
Mixture of musical tunes.
Melody.
Ah, I can't accept that. No, it's so close, but our adjudicator says that it's medley. There's only one in it, I'm afraid, but I do have to accept the first one, Roger, you give me there. Medley, not melody. What else do we have? A shooting star, meteor was what we wanted there. A trader, merchant. But you've not done bad at all. What have we got at the end of that round for you? £350. That's nice. 350. So Phil and Lynn. Okay, Elena, the last envelope. So that's the one for them. Thank you very much. So you two are going for £70 for each correct answer. The oral question is about words in standard dictionaries which begin with the letters D-Y. D-Y. We will give you a definition. You give us a word. The word. Words beginning with D-Y. A native of the interior of Borneo is a Dayak. That's what we'll start with. A native of the interior of Borneo is a...
Dayak.
A substance that changes the colour of cloth.
Die.
Family of powerful rulers.
Pass.
Device on a bicycle to make the lights work.
Dynamo.
An explosive.
Dynamite.
A large bank to keep the sea out.
Dyke.
Surname of American folk singer Bob.
Dylan.
Indigestion.
Diarrhea.
No, don't laugh. We've all had it from time to time. Dyspepsia was what we wanted, Phil. It's enough to give it to you. However, the one you didn't know there, family of powerful rulers was dynasty, or dynasty, whichever way you want to say it. So at the end of that round, what have you scored? £420 you got. £420. Oh. So... 2 words given to each of our couples this week, ladies and gentlemen, spelt out M-E-L-O-D-Y, melody, which of course ties in with this week's theme of music, music, music. But at the end of our quiz this week, couple number 2, that's Colleen and Roger, they have £350. Couple number 3, Phil and Lynn from Plymouth of £420. The winners of the quiz, once again, couple number 1, £560, Richard and James. Hey, Roger, pretty close to that, I'm afraid, but, you know, it's one of those chances you have to take, pass, don't know, and it was so one word, melody, medley, you know. However, you've been a great couple. Thanks for coming along. 350 quid. It's not bad, is it? Huh?
No,
there you are.
good.
And there's that ceramic bin, of course. Thank you very much, Roger, for coming along.
Thank you.
Colleen, take care.
Thanks very much.
Give them a round of applause, folks, will you? Good luck. Thank you very much. So there you have it. Okay. Music, music, music is the theme. We'll be back in a couple of minutes on 3, 2, 1. We'll see you shortly. Welcome to part 2 of 3, 2, 1. This week's theme is music, 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 and we've got Phil and Lynn Corbett, who are from Plymouth and Devon, and Richard and Jane Wilson, who are from Leicester, playing right through part 2 to see which lucky couple gets through to part 3 and hopefully takes home a good prize and avoids winning you-know-who. At the end of each one of the items, you know a character will come here to the table. One of our artists leave a clue object and read a rhyme. 3 3 on the table. I'm going to ask each of you to select one you'd like to reject if you get through that elimination question. So we get on with our number 1 item, and for this we have a super bluegrass medley from a super country singer, Pete Sayers.
Tell you of the story of a man named Jed, poor mountaineer, to get his family fed. Then one day while he's shooting for some food, up through the ground come a bubbling through oil, that is black gold, Texas tea. First thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. Kinfolk say, Jed, move waiting there. To California is the place you want to be. Loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is swimming pools, movie stars.
Really like that, and they loved it as well. Terrific. Listen, but something I found out about you, Pete, in fact, you've got all this controversy going on with breakfast television. You, in fact, did breakfast television in America, didn't you?
That's right.
When was that?
It's well, about 1970 sort of time,
as long
for
ago
about
as that,
4
yeah?
years.
Really? Where was
it? It was in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Up very early in the morning. We used to have some really big stars like Dolly Parton.
Yeah, really big stars.
Crystal Gale used to come on the show. And I remember one morning, Chris Christopherson came on and he said, I've just written a new song, and he was half drunk and he sat down
in the morning.
and he sang Me and Bobby McGee, and that was
Really?
the very first time he'd ever sung it.
On breakfast television?
So that was
with you in the
a
States.
magic moment.
I bet. Lovely to remember that thing. Anyway, what are you going to leave these folks as the clue?
Some grass.
Grass. Yeah, grass. Okay.
It's not bluegrass.
No,
but
it's not quite the
grass.
grass I expected, but it's grass. Okay. What about the rhyme?
And the rhyme? The bluegrass sound was all around, but it didn't make you blue. So cut and run, if the job is done, in here, now there's a clue.
Now there's a clue, Phil. Lynn?
Garden equipment.
Well, could be, yeah. What do you say, Rich?
I don't think it's a dustbin, because he said it wouldn't make you blue.
Well, we've got a bit of time to think about it, haven't we? There's a bit of luck. You're thinking in the right direction. Anyway, thank Pete Sayers. Thanks, Pete. Good luck with the series. Good luck. Well, so, time for the garden, and you thought it could be a... Well, anyway, keep thinking about it. We're going to have now item number 2. Earlier on, you met Elena Duran, who told you, of course, she has a Mozart concert coming up next week. But tonight, she's in lighter vein. I'm pleased to say she's playing a Laurie Holloway arrangement of a terrific Beatles song, Norwegian Wood, Elena Duran. earlier on about, of course, your concert coming up next week, but I believe you've been in the recording studio recently.
Yes, I have.
And doing something a little different, yes?
Very different. As I said, it's going to be my last classical concert, for the moment anyway. I'm doing pop music.
Pop music?
Yes, and I'm singing a little bit.
Really? Well, why not?
I'm whispering at this stage. It's not really singing.
Well, what are you going to leave these folks as the clue then?
Very special one. A tin whistle.
Tin whistle,
with
okay.
gold on it.
Okay.
Wouldn't have less.
How about the rhyme? What does that say?
Good one. Could this be worth a penny? Is it classic or just pops? Now organize your thinking and pull out all the stops.
Electric organ.
Oh.
You pull out the stop.
Well, yes. Oh, great. Well, would you like to get together, the four of you? However,
It's not me, that one.
hello, he's sort of something else. But we're going to thank Elena Duran and good luck with the concert. Thank you, Elena. Bye-bye. Oh, well, I must say, at least you're thinking about it, and that's very good to have you thinking this early in the show. We have one more item, then we're going to have the 3 on the table. We'll get to the elimination question then. For item number 3, we have the first television appearance of a good old vaudeville act called Wing It and Busk It.
I wish you wouldn't smoke those cigars.
I'm just trying to stop the audience getting outraged.
All that smoke can't be doing you any good, you know.
What do you mean? It cures kippers?
How many of those do you smoke a day?
Oh, about 6 boxes.
6 boxes?
Yeah.
Must cost you a fortune.
No, it's cheaper than smoking cigars.
I see your point. After all, what's money?
Indeed. That's the stuff that stops you from being poor.
It does indeed. It isn't money that counts, it's family and friends.
That's the truth, friends. You know what? If we had no friends, we'd all be strangers.
True indeed.
Yeah.
You know that song of ours about friendship?
The one they're vamping over there?
That's the one. Let's do it right now. If you're ever in a jam, here I am.
And if you're ever in a mess, SOS.
If you ever feel so happy that you'll end in jail, I'm your band.
Oh,
that friendship, such a perfect friendship. When other friendships have been forgotten, ours will still be hot.
If you're ever up a tree, phone for me.
If you're ever down a well, ring my bell.
And if you ever lose your teeth and you're out to die,
Yeah.
borrow mine.
I will. That friendship, such a perfect friendship. When other friendships have been forgotten, ours will still be hot. If they ever black your eyes, put me wise.
And if they ever cook your goose, set me loose.
I will. If they ever put a bullet right through your brain, I'll complain. That friendship, such a perfect friendship. When other friendships have been forgotten, ours will still be hot.
I'll see you. I'll see you. I don't even like the fella.
What a mover.
What a mover.
What a mover.
The song?
Friendship.
Friendship. You know what the man said about friendship? A friend in need is a pest.
Of course it is.
No, it's not true.
What are you going to leave these folks?
Some pins, some nappy pins.
Nappy pins.
Nappy pins, there,
Okay.
there. And the
I'm
rhyme
right.
is, you may find a use for the pins. You think that sounds like a clue. You heard the tune from the duo. What's put out should help you.
Should help you.
The bin's put out. Like a bin, but is it too obvious?
Is it too obvious or not? We're about to find out. Mike Newman.
Take
Good luck,
care.
Mike.
God
Take
bless
care.
you.
Mike Newman, folks. Take care. says it sounds a little obvious. What do you think?
Could be something good.
It sounds like Dusty Bin.
Yeah, what about you then?
I think it sounds too obvious actually.
Well, okay, I'll tell you what, you just heard that from Mike. I can read the first two again. Remember, the grass was brought in, number 1 item, by Pete Sayers. He said the bluegrass sound was all around, but it didn't make you blue. So cut and run if the job is done. In here, now there's a clue.
Cut and run. I mean, you've got to cut and run.
It could be gardening equipment.
It might be changed.
Well, you and I are thinking about it. I like this. Number 1 item. And you can hear that was a tin whistle, can't you? Tin whistle brought in number 2 item, Elena Duran. She said, could this be worth a penny if it's classic or just pops? Now, organise your thinking and pull out all the stops.
Yeah, that's electrical.
Oh, is it? Oh, great. We know what that is. That's okay.
Pulling out the stops.
Right, so there we are. We've got 3 on the table. I've got to ask you now to select one you want to reject if you get through. What one do you want to get rid of? Any idea?
Penny whistle.
Jane?
Yeah, same.
Penny whistle.
You want to get rid of the whistle?
Yeah.
Yes? And you want to get rid of... Oh, you all want to get rid of the... What is it?
The electrical organ.
They want to get rid of...
Something musical anyway.
They want to get rid of because nobody plays one, all right? That's what you want to get rid of. We've established that. That's what goes. Whichever couple goes through. OK, here's the elimination question. Good luck to you now. Put your hands beside the button. Remember, when I start to read this, if you think you know the answer, hit the button and answer. You can't answer before hitting the button. If you do that, I must throw it to the other couple. And, of course, if you hit the button and you're wrong, again, I will throw it to the other couple. If they're wrong, I'll continue reading until somebody gets it right. Good luck to you now. Here it is. This is a musical instrument. It is stringed, and it is usually triangular. OK, Phil's had a... Harp, right away. He's had a go. He's got it right. He went in. He took a chance. He hovered. Oh. I love this. Friendship was just a song, you know. I tell you what, you really hovered for a minute, both of you, but you took the chance and you were right. As I say, if you were wrong, I could have thrown it to you. You could have gone through. That's how tight it was.
Something else then.
Well, there you are. You've done it. You are through. We have to say goodbye to you, but Elena is here, of course, with the money that you won. What was it? £560 they won in the quiz. Wonderful, Jane and Richard. There's that ceramic dusty bin. Hold on just 1 second, because if you'd like to take a little look across there, Karan David has a consolation prize for you. It's a personal stereo system and tapes. Look at that. Lovely prize. As always, Richard, thank you so much. And Jane, take care. Love to everybody in Leicester. Thank you for coming. Give them a round of applause, folks. Thanks so much. Take care. On you go. Well, now. Again, Phil, I sympathise because I know what it's like when it all depends on whether you hit that button. You did, took the chance. Indeed, you're right, which means, of course, you go through to part 3, hopefully to take home a good prize. However, whatever it is, we know that you have rejected the tin whistle brought in by Elena Duran. We'll be back just after the break to see exactly what it is there. We'll see you shortly. Well done. Part 3, music, music, music is our theme this week. We've got Phil and Lynn Corbett, who are from Plymouth and Devon. They've got through. And, of course, you've rejected the tin whistle, right? So we're about to find out exactly what that is. I always say, we know what you hope it is. Let's see what it is. Elena Duran brought in a tin whistle. Could this be worth a penny? Is it classic or just pops? Now, organise your thinking and pull out all the stops, is what it said. So, could this be worth a penny? Is that a connection with whistle, indicating something musical, or an estimation of the worth of the prize? Don't forget the whistle was a tin one. Is it classic or just pops? That sounds like another musical reference, although Dusty, he's top of the pops with a lot of people, you know that. Now, organise your thinking and pull out all the stops. Well, pulling out all the stops means making a great effort, but it derived from a musical instrument, which, of course, would certainly get you organised. Indeed, you're absolutely right. It's a home electric organ with a rhythm box, 37-note keyboard, and 13 pedals. Thanks very much, Laurie. Michael Miles lives again. However, that's what you thought it was. Of course, it was a terrific prize and worth a lot of money. But of course, you're not musical, right?
Not really.
Not really.
No.
However, that was the prize you
Tin
thought.
whistle's more our style.
Yeah, never mind, of course, you rejected it, Phil, so there you are. You know you've got to really look out for rejecting that bin. There's one more item on the table, then we're back to rejecting again. So let's get on now and have a team effort, a salute to music. It's a lively dance selection featuring Paul Gingell and the Brian Rogers Connection.
Music was my first love, and it will be my last. Music of the future, and music of the past. Just let me hear some of that rock and roll music. Music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. Ain't got no trouble in my life, no foolish dreams to make me cry. I'm never frightened or worried, I know I'll always get by. I heat up, I cool down, if something gets in my way, I go round it. Don't let life get me down, gonna take it the way that I found it. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. To live without my music would be impossible to do.
Terrific. This guy, you know, you must see his name everywhere. He's working so busy. And what are you up to now? We finish the series, what, next week, I think it is?
Yes, that's right.
And what are you doing then?
We're doing a couple of more Come On Wise. Yeah. And we're doing a new variety series for the other side again.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we'll be back here at Christmas with you again.
Indeed, that's right. So, yes, look forward to. And of course, Her Majesty's is on the way back too.
That's right.
It's a shame, isn't it? Huh? If only you had some work, I wouldn't worry so much. However, what are you going to leave them as the clue?
Well, butane, whatever. Yes.
It's a gas?
Yes, gas cylinder.
Yeah. Okay, a gas.
Gas. Inside, consumed by fire, the gas might well explode. If not, you'll never break it, so try a different road.
Try a different road.
Oh.
So are they saying try a different road to get rid of it? Or...
Are we saying, we say all those things, don't we?
Gas, an American slang for petrol and car and...
Well, one good thing about this couple, they're certainly thinking very, very well indeed. Let's thank Brian Rogers. Good luck, Brian. See you soon. Good. Well, I love it when you stand there and work these things out. You know, you've just heard that from Brian. I can read the nappy pins, of course, brought in by Mike Newman, or the grass, again, brought in #1 item by Pete Sayers. Which would you like to hear out of these two?
The grass. Yeah.
Yes, the grass? Okay. Pete said, the bluegrass sound was all around, but it didn't make you blue, so cut and run. If the job is done, in here, now there's a clue.
I think, yes, the grass.
Yeah, let's try it then.
Phil's gone. You want to go for
I
that?
don't like the sound of it.
You don't?
It's probably something good. So,
So you're going to get rid of the grass?
Yes.
Is that okay with you, folks?
There's a weed in it.
Yes?
I don't like the weed.
You don't like the weed? You sure you're going to get rid of this?
Yeah.
Okay. I've not opened it yet, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, you can get rid of this. Brought in Pete Sayers. The bluegrass sound was all around, but it didn't make you blue, so cut and run if the job is done. In here, now, there's a clue. The bluegrass sound was all around. Around might have made you think of our round receptacle, but it didn't make you blue. So could that be a hint that if the bluegrass didn't make you blue, then the green grass, which Pete brought you in, would make you green with envy. So cut and run if the job is done. That together with the grass might have made you think of gardening equipment, which you just brought up. But we did say if the job is done. In here, now there's a clue. Well, you might well put your grass inside the chap you fear most. Dusty bin, you're done it, yeah. I know. Yes, his son would like that one. Everybody says that when he's been rejected, but you could feel the relief, couldn't you, as you stood there. Look at the difference in them now. However, you're in a good position now. You've rejected you-know-who, so that means, of course, a good prize goes home with you tonight. One more item on the table, then we'll have the final three. So for the end of our music, we go back once again to the United States to hear some great Southern songs sung by a great singer, Marian Montgomery.
Whoa, 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 do you come along with me to the Mississippi, where we'll take a boat to the land of dreams, steam down the river down to New Orleans. The band's there to meet us, old friends to greet us, down where the white black dog meet. Woo! Heaven on earth. Basin Street, that's the street where the elite always meet. Way down in New Orleans, land of dreams. You'll never know how good it seems, or just how much it really means. Good to be, oh yes sirree, where the greeting's free and so dear to me, and where I can lose these Basin Street blues. And I'll be down to get you in a taxi, honey. Better be ready about 8:30. Oh, honey, don't be late. I'm gonna be there when the band starts playing. But when we get there, honey, step, I'm gonna have 'em all dance off of my shoes when they play them Jelly Roll Blues. Tomorrow night at the Dogtown Stars Ball. 'Cause it's true what they say about Mississippi, and the sun really does shine all the time. Sweet magnolias blossom round everybody's door, and the folks keep eating possum till they can't eat no more. Well, it's true what they say about the water. Our dream upon that stream is so sublime. Well, they laugh and they love like they do in every song, because it's true that is where I belong. So I'll change my way of living, and if that ain't enough, I will change the way I strut my stuff. No matter what you when you're old and tired and gray, there'll be some changes made today. There'll be some changes made. There'll be a change in the weather and the sea. From now on, there's gonna be a big fat change in me. My walking will be different, my talking, my name. Now one thing about me gonna stay the same. I'm gonna change my way of living. If that ain't enough, I will change the way I strut my stuff. Nobody wants you when you're old and tired and worn out. There'll be some changes made, no doubt. There'll be some changes, got to be a few wee changes. There will be changes made. Shut up, down today.
knockout. What about that routine with the guy? Lovely. Thanks for coming back to 3-2-1, Marian. I know you're always jet-setting all over the place, huh?
Making the effort.
Yeah, but wait a minute, you're doing something a little different. You're taking a slower trip soon, aren't you?
Oh, yes. I'm just come back from the States, and then we're going to go on the Orient Express.
And you're also going on tour again with Richard Rodney. You're doing more concerts?
That's right. We're doing a whole series of concerts when he comes over from New York. So
good for you. Nice. Okay, what are you going to leave these folks?
I'm going to leave you a white rose.
Ooh. Okay, that's the clue.
Okay.
How about the rhyme?
All right. You might think this is a backward step. If it's us you see in time. If it's big, it's an apple pie order. But don't forget the lime.
I don't think they'll do that. They got rid of the bin and the electric organ. They're quite happy. Mary Montgomery, good luck, Marian.
Thank you.
Good luck with the tour. So, what do you say?
Well, apple pie bed.
Yeah? No idea? Well, again, I can read one of these two again. Would you like to hear out of these two? The nappy pins brought in by Mike Newman, or else the cylinder of gas brought in by Brian Rogers?
Good, isn't it, that gas, but do you want to hear that again, or should I have the pins again?
The pins.
You want to hear the pins? All right, before you make your decision, Mike Newman brought in nappy pins and said, you may find a use for the pins. Do you think that sounds like a clue? You heard the tune from a duo. What's put out should help you. So
I don't know. I mean,
what one should go?
I like the sound of that. I think that could be a car.
Oh.
That could be.
Any idea about this one that Marian's just brought in?
No idea. I think they're all going to be good, aren't they? So.
Well, you never know. We come up with everything. They could all be dreadful.
They can't be 2 bins. Sure.
Okay, no, they won't be 2 bins. I promise you that. So what's going to go? Okay, yes? Yeah. All right, then we'll get rid of the nappy pins brought in by Mike Newman. You may find a use for the pins. Do you think that sounds like a clue? You heard the tune from a duo. What's put out should help you. So, will it? Mike Newman brought you in those nappy pins and said, you may find a use for the pins. You might have thought that implied that you wouldn't find a use for the prize. Do you think that sounds like a clue? We said, well, pin sounds like bin, but that doesn't connect with the last 2 lines, especially when the bins are gone. How about those pins? There were 3 of them, and 3 pins has a connection with electrical goods. You mentioned washing. You heard the tune from the duo. What's put out should help you. Well, we've already had sounds. Now, hearing the tune from a duo, you'd have changed to hear plenty of tunes from this duo of speakers with a large output of watts. Just take a look at this. Bad. That was what the nappy pins were all about, but it's been rejected. It's gone. You're in a good position. You got rid of the bin and the last 2 on the table. Being the last 2, I can read them both again. Gas cylinder brought in by Brian Rogers and said, inside, consumed by fire, the gas might well explode. If not, you'll never break it, so try a different road, is what Brian said. And, of course, the rose, the white rose, brought in by Marian Montgomery. You might think this is a backward step. If it's us, you see in time. If it's big, it's in apple pie order, but don't forget the lime. So, there you are.
No, time and big grandfather clock. Clocks, you know, times.
Yeah, so?
I don't know where the line goes.
What about you, Phil?
I think we keep it.
Yeah.
What do you say, then?
Because I think we've got a clue on the gas.
Yeah.
We haven't a clue on that one, so I think the rose.
And you know they're both good prizes,
Oh,
so
yeah.
which one is going to go? The rose?
The rose.
Okay, Phil?
Yeah, I think so.
No?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, there's a couple of no's back here. No. So it is going to go, is it?
Yes,
It's up to
the
you.
rose.
Right, the rose is going to be rejected? Once I open the envelope, that's it. Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
All right, the white rose, brought in by Marian Montgomery. You might think this a backward step. If it's us, you see in time. If it's big, it's in apple pie order. But don't forget the lime, which has got you a little fool there, isn't it, Lynn? You might think this a backward step. This could be a hint of something not advisable. If it's us you see in time. Well, a backward step in time could only happen if you were to travel to a different time zone. Now, then backwards would mean traveling west, and us could be US, the United States. But what about the white rose that Marian brought you here? That, of course, is the badge of the House of York. If it's big, it's in apple pie order, but don't forget the lime. The big apple, as American as apple pie. A couple of lime is what we were after. A 3-2-1 holiday to New York. Take a look at this. here, we were going to fly you to the Big Apple, New York, New York, one of the most famous skylines in the world, from the Statue of Liberty to the Empire State Building. You'd have been staying at one of the most famous hotels on Park Avenue and had 5 days to enjoy the sights of the town. So good, they named it twice. At night, we'd arranged seats for you to see 3 Broadway musicals, such as Chorus Line, Annie, Cats, and a choice of many more. Sightseeing, shopping, or just soaking up the atmosphere. A choice, superb, fabulous holiday, and of course, you've rejected. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that would have been great.
Have you booked a holiday?
Not yet, no.
Not yet. Well, what a shame. There you are. I can tell you it's a fabulous place to go to, and a marvellous holiday of a lifetime that would have been. However, it's been rejected. You wanted them to keep that, didn't you? Yeah. However, there it is. It's gone. See what the other one is. That's it. Now, here it is. Prize you're going home with, a gas cylinder brought in by Brian Rogers. Inside, consumed by fire, the gas might well explode. If not, you'll never break it, so try a different road. It's what Brian said. Inside, consumed, that's it. Oh, yeah, you can't get any more hands on there, can you? Look. Inside, consumed by fire, that could indicate ashes, as Brian brought you in a cylinder. You might have thought of Dusty, but not anymore once he's gone. The gas might well explode. Well, the gas, with the gas cylinder, that makes 2 mentions of gas. Some sort of cooking equipment, maybe. If not, you'll never break it, so try a different road. Road often makes people think of 321, on 321 of cars, but it doesn't really fit with the rest. Inside, could be internal, consumed by fire. Any idea about that? Combustion, internal combustion, works by exploding gas in a cylinder. Gas, as you said earlier on, Lynn, is slang for petrol. You won the Ford Fiesta, the car, you done it. Terrific the way they play tonight, but don't forget there's the money you won in the quiz, and I think Elena Duran has that. Yes, Elena? Yes, indeed. How much was it?
420 pounds.
Good luck to you, sir. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Marvellous people, as always, on 321. Look forward to seeing you next week. Don't forget, have a good week. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Good for you.